May pips be upon you. What's going on, my favorite traders? All right. And I'm talking to my subscribers. And I appreciate your support. You know I do. And I hope to show you my appreciation by putting out um, more content. All right. And for those that are giving me likes and whatnot, thank you. A heartfelt thank you. And again, I'm hoping I can put out more content, and show you that I really appreciate it. And I hope you appreciate it by showing me more likes and more subs. All right, let's get it on. Now, let's start off the week by taking a look at the calendar. I want you to pay special attention to the Aussie. They got interest rates coming out. Okay, be careful of that. Look to Thursday because it's going to be UK day for their monetary policy reports, right? These are going to have high impacts on both of those pairs, okay? Big Daddy's coming though, USD non-farm payrolls, all right? That can cause a seismic shift in everything, all right? The week's going to open up with USD manufacturing tomorrow, and then we have NZD is going to be a big player in this week. I think that there's going to be money to be made with NZD and Aussie pairs, okay? Just be careful of the news, all right? Now, I also want you to understand what my bias is, especially when it comes to USD. I think we're going to open up bullish and then turn bearish, all right? I always caution against entering in brand new swing trades at the beginning of the week, especially at the opening, because a lot of times market makers will do a misdirection, start off bearish, and then turn bullish come Monday, Tuesday, and that or between Tuesday and Wednesday, either or between Monday and Wednesday, let's say. But that's when they choose the trend for the rest of the week. You understand? So I hesitate to enter in brand new swing trades at the open. I always look for pullbacks, and then wherever that pullback comes to, that'll determine the rest of the trend. All right, enough. Now let's get to Dixie. What am I on Dixie? Well, like I said, I am overall bearish, but I think it's going to open bullish. All right, you can see that price found a supply of orders here, of selling orders here, and tapped into it. All right, after it broke these lows, it came right back up here, respected that high, and dropped. All right, just melted and aggressively. All right, and for the last few months, you know what it found was a demand zone here, respected it, came up, then came back to that demand zone, and then formed a bullish engulfer, okay, in this demand zone. And we're looking to see if price will come back, test it, and then continue up. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, because that's what usually happens with brand new demand zones and supply zones. Let's go to the weekly, and we can get a slightly clearer view of this. All right, you can see how the push down was very impulsive. All right, we found the correction here, another push down, and then we found the demand zone here, this monthly order block where we made this W pattern. Okay, and we want to take a closer look here. Where it found the rejection here was a weekly supply zone. All right, and price has come back up into that weekly supply zone and respected it. Let's go to the daily, and we'll get a very good view, a very clear view of what's happening. Okay, and you can see we formed that daily, even a little gap. All right, had this push down. All right, found the bottom, found support here, and impulse to the top side. Now, with an impulse like this, you would expect a retracement, all right? And it would come down here, and we would say, okay, it's going to come down. We're going to get that retracement down there and we're going to pop up, right? And continue the trend. No, we had an ascending channel or you know, you can call it an ascending wedge, if you will. But this is a complex correction, all right? And it's ascending, all right? When you see that kind of pattern, impulse, and this upwards correction, this is what you expect. You don't expect it to go like that, all right? You expect it to break bearishly, and that's exactly what it did, all right? Now what? Now what are we gonna do? Well, when you have a break, an impulsive break, bearish, you want to see where will price find support and, you know, retrace. All right. After every impulse comes the correction and then another impulse. That's the way it works. You know, from a lower high to a lower low to a lower high to a lower low. Right. All right. So right now we're expecting the lower high to be formed. Okay. And here we are, a lovely impulsive move from what was it, Friday? All right, and then we're waiting for a price to find itself, you know. And you see how the candle opens up here. All right, this one here, this 4-hour candle is the first one for the new week, and I fear that it will open bullishly and then turn bearish. Where do I expect it to turn? Well, if we get a slightly more detailed look, you know, the first thing you look for is where is the area of supply in this leg that will take price up and then reverse it. You know, at one point I used to look just for structure. No, I'm looking for that supply area. And there's a supply zone right here, right? See that bearish engulfer there? This is a supply zone, all right? And prices found it, all right? We break past this, you know, I'm gonna be looking up higher, of course, all right? But so far we haven't. What I'm looking for is price to do what it normally does, and that is test this, this area of supply, this 30-minute order block up here, and then come down. All right, this is actually not a 30-minute order block. I don't know why I have that 30 label there. This is a 2-hour order block. All right, I'm looking for the retest of the order block and then price to continue down weak. Okay, so that's going to foreshadow all of my Forex pairs to come. All right, let's start with EU. Hold on. Boom. All right, let's go to EU. I got it marked up because I'm trying to get through this thing as smooth as possible for my viewers, right? You can see how price on the daily has impulsed to the downside, and then we had this complex correction. This is exactly the opposite of what I was telling you before, all right? When you see that, when you see it in the bearish form, you see that impulse down, and then you expect price to retrace up and then continue down in continuance of the trend. But now this is an impulse down, and then we get this downward correction. All right, what do you expect? You expect price to break back up. That's the way this pattern works. All right, and what did it do? It did exactly that, right? Okay, now let's go down to, let me also point out too, that price, I see what I just did. Okay, all right, and price found a order block, a daily order block of supply here. All right, we're in that block right now, and I got it refined down to the 4-hour block. If we go down to the 4-hour, we'll be able to see the price action a little bit more clearly. We see that price is respecting this 4-hour block, could not go any further, came up, popped up, retested the resistance line of this descending wedge pattern, and found support on the other side of it, and sprung up, Now, what am I waiting for? Price to retrace. After an impulse like this, you expect the retracement to come, and that's exactly what I expect. And where do I expect it to come? I'm looking in this leg here for a demand zone, a bullish order block for price to turn around. Exactly. You're with me. I'm glad you're sticking with me on this. All right. We found one here, and I think it is a 2-hour. Yes, it's a 2-hour order block here, and price has found it, is respecting it, showing it respect. And I do expect with the respect, I do expect that price will find time to retest this and then continue up. All right. That would be a nice W pattern, wouldn't it? A double bottom. Yes, that's what I said. Okay. So now in the case that price breaks this order block here, maybe it's not strong enough. All right. We'll be looking at a deeper retracement, and that wouldn't be bad, because it would still be consistent with the view I have of the USD, that it would start bullish and then turn bearish. All right. This would if it comes down this way, that's because of the bullish strength of the dollar being shown initially. But once it finds support somewhere, once it finds its turning point, and it might be just here on this retest, then I think price will start to pop back up. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen. All right. What would invalidate this trade? If price continues down and starts breaking lows, that's when this trade becomes invalid. And I wouldn't worry about that for a while, because the lows would be down here. Okay. All right. I'm looking for a retracement into the zone past the 50. If it breaks that 2-hour order block I have, I'll be looking for a reversal. Come on, reverse patterns, a retest of that, and then up past this high. Okay, that's what I'll be looking for if it breaks this order block. Next, I'll be looking at Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I already mentioned, you should be looking at pretty hard this week, because I think there's going to be some opportunities, especially with the interest rates that they're going to be coming out with. I believe that would be on Tuesday. Yes, on Tuesday. Okay. Now, what do I see? Let's go to the daily. All right. Look at this market. Bearish right off the back. How do you know? Because price peaked here, right? Chopped up, broke this low, came back above into the structure, passed that low again, right? Came back up into the structure, peaked here, all right? Respected that high, all right? Then came low. We're looking for a price to break here as a break of structure. It did break, all right? Price did break. We came back and to retest that zone, all right? Came back again, and we're just chopping down with lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower lows, right? That's it. That's how you read it. That's just basic stuff, right? Let's go down to the 4-hour to get a closer look at the price action. All right. Now, after a very nice impulse to the downside, we look for that retracement. We got that retracement. This is about a 618, 70% retracement, right? And price did come down, but we found ourselves chopping down, right? What did price find here? We found an order block on the 4-hour, all right? A 4-hour order block, bullish order block, all right? And price has found itself rejecting, boom, all right? And in the process, made a new bullish order block here, all right? What did price do? Come back and test this order block right here. All right, that's what price does. It loves to retest those order blocks. All right, and depending on whether it shows that order block respect or not, we know what the bias is and how to play it. If it's respecting bullish order blocks, bullish demand zones, one on top of the other, then we know price is moving up and it's strong. All right, and we go with that. This line I have here designates, illustrates the transition, the shift, all right, the shift in bias here from making lower lows to breaking this high here. We broke that high to the high side. Once you break structure, once you break structure to the upside, well, then we're looking bullishly, correct? Now, we've made a bearish order block here, all right? And we had an impulse. We want to see if price will respect this bullish order block as exactly as it's done here, all right? And maybe hold this trend line and continue on up. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. I am looking for price to hold, all right? I'm looking for the US dollar to open bearishly, drag it down a little bit, and then find the strength once news and everything hits and we see that bullish action start to where buyers start to take over in this market. All right, if it breaks this low, this candle low here, all right, then we're looking at price being shows the respect here in this 4-hour supply of demand zone. I'm sorry, I'm stammering and stammering. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. If price does come low, I'm looking for it to turn somewhere in this area. All right, between this order block and this order block, I'm looking for price to turn around. That's easy enough to understand. The next one will be Aussie Swiss. All right, I think there's an opportunity, like I told you, in these markets, and you can tell this is very bearish, very, very bearish. All right, look at this. Look at this. The price action is very clean, very telling. Lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. I got them all hooked up there, and you can see we are respecting the daily order blocks. All right, the daily supply zones on the way down. Help me get out of here. Why? Okay. All right. And you see that we broke this low here. All right. All right. And there's a high probability that price will continue low because this was a key level because that led to the higher high there. Right. Okay. Now, if we go down to, if we go down and we see where we're at right now, that's where the opening candle is, right? You can see this is a 4-hour supply zone, all right? You see how price rejected from here the last time it was here? We might see that same rejection over here, all right? If price breaks through that, then we have another daily strong supply zone, demand zone. I meant to say this was the demand zone, this is a demand zone, all right? Where price could potentially find support and bounce and go to the upside, all right? I am definitely bearish though on this pair. All right, we just want to make sure that we don't get run into a bullish order block or something and price turn on our trade. All right, I am bearish on this pair because the market's been making lower lows and lower highs. All right, but this is the area where price could potentially turn. So you want to trade with that in mind, right? Now, I'm expecting price to pull back here because this is a pretty nice impulse. If we go to the 4-hour, you can see this is a pretty nice impulse down. So I'm looking for a correction, all right? And with a correction, maybe up to this area here, you know, this would probably be a nice area to take shorts, to set yourself up for shorts, all right, and look to break this particular order block. I don't think it's going to hold because we've already jabbed through it, okay? So, and we'll probably end up down here. There's a lot of pips between here and there, and we can do this number. You understand? So just let the prior price action at this level help guide you, all right? You see that this wasn't an easy area for price to get by, but you know, is it, you can judge the strength. Excuse me. You can judge the strength of it. You know, how did price leave the area? Did it leave aggressively? Down in this area, it left aggressively. All right. So we got some time before it gets down in that powerful area. This one, we're probably going to get a reaction and then a breakthrough. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Aussie JPY. To the daily. All right, here we go. Now, AJ, I'm bearish, of course. All right, but I am looking for price to open bullishly and then turn it around. All right. Again, that's the theme of this whole thing. All right. Look for the pullback and then look for your entry to whatever you're doing. Look for your entry there at that pullback. Okay. So where are we at? We see that price is doing nothing but lower lows, lower highs, like the other, like its Aussie cousins, sisters and brothers rather. All right. And well, let's mark. We got a bearish order block here, a daily one. All right. Price did come up to retest that order block. All right. If we look at it on a different time frame, like let's see the 12, you would see things a little more pronounced. Okay. And you can see we on the 12-hour price did come up in here, retest, and then come on down. There's another order block here. All right, that I don't think price is going to leave without testing. It may come back up. It may come back up into this area right here, and then come on down. All right, and then we'll be playing around this order block. All right, this is a bearish order block, and there's a good chance we'll probably run through this bullish order block as we make a new lower low. Follow me? Good. Good. You're doing good. I like when students are good, right? Okay. So let's just continue with the prevailing trend until we get a trend change. All right. And the only way we're going to get that trend change is if we start breaking highs. All right. Pivotal kind of highs, like right here. All right. We got to get the lower high, the lower high that led to this lower low. That's the one we got to break. All right. And once price gets past that, shorts are invalid. Okay. I'm looking at here because this was a lower high. All right. We made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, but we never went past this low. So it's not really a lower low. These are intermediaries. All right. This is intermediary levels. Okay. We want to go with the major levels. And this one, I will tell you this, if price comes if price comes up and breaks this short-term high, and gets past this, then that invalidates shorts for me. I'm not looking for any more shorts until I see what price actions are going to do from this point. You understand? Good. All right. So look for the retest. There's going to be your entry, and you take it on down. All right. Let's go to the pound pairs. This analysis is for my friend Dan out there in where is he at? He's not in Liberia. Where is he? Doggone it. He's not in the Congo. I'm not sure where Dan lives. He's in Africa somewhere, but that's my guy. All right, he's like a GU specialist. All right, let's check out GU. Do I got this on? No, I got it on the wrong one. What am I doing? What am I doing? I thought I just found it. Huh, maybe this is it. Okay, let's go to daily, right? Now you see this range, top, bottom, floor, ceiling, floor. I got to get my life together, man. All right. All right. What am I? I'm crazy. I'm bullish in this pair. I am bullish in this pair. Why? Why am I bullish in this pair? Look, price came up here, broke this high ever so slightly, but you see it's a jab. Like I told you earlier, it's a jab up. That means liquidity grab. And it grabbed the liquidity for what? The bigger move, which was down. All right, we made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Breaking these lows. Up to this point, we're in a downtrend. But then price impulses and breaks this high. We broke structure here. That's why I got that green line there. We broke structure to the upside. That means I'm not looking for shorts. Nope. Not looking for shorts, not on a swing level, okay? And there's always going to be shorts available if you're in the lower time frames or if you're looking for day trade or intraday trades, okay? Those shorts are there, Dan. Those shorts are there for sure, all right? Because there's a lot that could happen between here and there, all right? I'm looking right now for a pullback. You see this impulse? You got to have pullbacks when you have impulses like that. This has to be corrected. Impulse, correction, impulse. All right. Where do we find that impulse? Well, the first thing I do is I look in this leg of structure and find the demand zone. Where are the buying orders? Where are sitting buyers orders just resting orders? That's what I meant to say, which is liquidity. Okay. Let's look on the 4 hour and we can see very clean price action. All right, from down here. High? No, not here, because this isn't a real pullback. It doesn't have at least 2 candles. I'm not going to count it. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. All right, we broke this high. All right, making the new higher high up here. All right. Now, the question is, where will it pull back to? Well, if we want to use a Fibonacci, those fibs, you can say, hey, we can look towards the golden ratio and all of that good stuff. I'm looking for a real pullback past the 50% line. All right, at least to the 50% line, but not a 38% pullback, but I'm looking for a real pullback. All right. And I want you to also see on the stochastics, we've already touched and are coming off of what they call the overbought area. All right. That's pretty high. That shows an extended market. All right. I only use those indies for secondary confirmations, but if you look at the price action, you can tell once we break this high, I'm looking for the pullback and I'm looking for the demand zones. We have a 4 hour demand zone right here, an order block right here, and we have a daily order block right below it. So if it comes through the 4 hour, it's definitely going to, I think, it won't get past that the daily demand zone here, and we'll see price dabble around and then pop off. Remember, this is consistent with what I had my view of the USD, that it is, I have a bearish view of it, but I think it will open bullishly, dragging price down and then turn bearish, which will allow the pound to show its strength to the upside. Okay. Now, if price comes here, gives you your confirmations, all right, where it shows exhaustion to that impulse, all right, starts showing exhaustion and then gives you your confirmations to go up, especially if it forms a bullish engulfer here. This is the time to take your long position, all right? And the same goes if it comes down here, okay? For those that want to take shorts instead of waiting until price comes down here, which makes total sense, all right? Let's take a look at something, all right? Price has formed a bullish engulfer, excuse me, a bullish order block, all right? You see how price drops from here pretty aggressively, right? I'm looking for price to maybe do what you think I'm going to say it does. I'm looking for price to retest this area and then come back down. I'm looking for a wick up and then down, all right, before it comes down here and we can take it up. This is aggressive. This is I think a trade down is counter to the trend. All right, but I think it makes sense because there's a lot of pips to get. All right, and I would take it too, but I'm gonna wait, and I'm not gonna wait. I'm letting you know for those swing traders what the bias is and how price the order flow might end up being. All right, we have a break to the upside. All right, we have a break to the upside here, and I'm looking for a break of these highs soon to come, but after the pullback. All right, that's GU. Let's look at GJ, shall we? Are you gonna walk with me? I appreciate it. I appreciate the good company. Thank you very much. All right, let's look at GJ. Now GJ's got a little something different going on here. All right, you see the price action is to the downside, lower lows, lower highs, all the way down, right? Let's look at the daily. All right, impulsed up, found its way up, peaked here. Then we started breaking structure to the downside. All right, and here we are. Formed this nice looking, what is that? A morning star or even star? I think this is a morning. No, actually, yeah, this is a morning star. All right. We got the morning star going on up here, and that's a great reversal pattern. All right, but price has found itself double topping up here. All right, why is it double topping there? All right, as it's on its way down, why is it double topping to the top, to the upside? Why is it double topping? Because it found a doggone supply zone. All right, this is a daily order block, and price rejected from it like it's supposed to. Now what? Do we expect more down action? Of course we do. Until it breaks that high, my bias is bearish. It will remain bearish until it breaks highs, and it didn't break this high, so that's that. All right, and if we go down to the 4-hour, we can get a really good look at this. All right, you see how price chopped its way up into this daily supply zone. All right, respected it, came back, retested it, and I again stress order blocks will get retested, folks, and that is your entry on the retest. All right, that's your entry on the retest. If you take that retest, that entry here, you'll be in the money right now. Okay, now we've also created a new bearish order block. All right, will that be retested? It might not make it up there. It might just wick up in that direction and then come back down. We'll have to see, because this is a pretty aggressive looking drop. All right, that candle is a very nice looking bearish candle. All right, here's the caution side of this. Come on, man, don't embarrass me. All right, here's the caution side of this. Do you see what I see? Boop, boop. Could this be coming here to do that? Come on, man. Could it be doing that? Could we have an inverted head and shoulders going on? Because when price breaks the low and then makes an equal high, we're expecting this. All right. Be wary of it. I just want you to be wary of it. You know, I'm not counting on it for a trade. No, I'm not. But it's there. It's forming. We're in a downtrend. When it comes down here, take profit and keep your stop loss close, okay? If you're taking shorts from up here, all right? That's all I'm saying, all right? I think that's a good caution. All right, let's move on. Let's go to, I was gonna look at pound Aussie, but that's a funky, I'm not doing that one. Let's go to USD JPY. Okay, USDJPY. Now, what's my bias on this? It should be very obvious. So after this uptrend of higher highs and higher lows, we broke structure here. All right, came back, retested that structure, broke the low. All right, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then guess what? We come back up here. Now we have respected this high here with a bearish order block, a bearish order block. We have supply, price tapped into that supply and fell pretty aggressively. I like that. We came back up and did what? Retested that order block, right? And respected that and still came down further. Do I expect more downside action? You better believe it. You better believe it. Until we start breaking highs, I'm not changing that bias. All right. When price starts to break key levels, like the lower highs, like this one, if we break this lower high, you know, that's when I say, maybe I better not be taking any shorts. But this isn't the one that matters. You want to, what you want is the major ones. The lower high, the lower high that led to that last lower low. This is the lowest low. This is the lower high, right? We broke that. All right. This one don't matter no more. This is the new lower high, higher high, excuse me. This is a new higher high. So if we break this one, we break above this one, then, you know, that structure, and that means bad things for anybody taking shorts, okay? But until that happens, what we did was we made a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? I don't want to take, I'm looking for shorts here. If we break this high, I'm not taking this short. I'm not taking any more, I'm not taking any more shorts, all right? If we break this high, all right? So if you, when it comes to stop losses, I'm letting you know where you might want to be. All right. Short-term highs like here. All right. When you break 2 in a row, that's when I start to say, hey, maybe I better not be in this short. I hope you can follow what I just said, because it sounded all jumbled as I'm hearing it. Anyway. All right. So on USD JPY, I'm looking for those shorts. Looking for the respect of the daily order blocks. We got 2 of them here. We made another one here. All right. And on the lower time frame, on the 4-hour, we made another as we came back up to retest. As we came back up to retest this order block, we formed another 4-hour order block. If we break through that 4-hour, I'm looking for this 4-hour, because there's another one here. If I'm looking for this 4-hour to turn price back around if this one doesn't do the job. All right. Once we break this high, then that invalidates this any shorts here, as far as I'm concerned. All right. And I'll do one more. Let's do it, because I think this one, USD Swiss. Oh, let me see. Did I get in the right one? No, I didn't. USD. I did it. No, okay, good. Now, what's the bias? What is the bias? Take a look. Take a look. All right. USD Swiss. I'm bearish, but you know, I got the stink face on right now. I'm bearish, but yeah, because why? All right, price broke above this high, right? Broke above this high, broke above that high, higher high, and then we broke above this low. This is the higher low that led to the higher high. Once we break it, we broke structure. My bias changes. All right, we come back, we test that higher low here, making a lower high, even though we went past this high here. All right. This is the lower high, and I'm expecting a lower low, breaking this low to come. All right. We're on our way to doing so with that impulse to the downside. Isn't this a nice little head and shoulders we got going on here? All right. Some might even call it a Quasimodo. I don't know. You can call it whatever you want to, but when I see the high being broken, and then a near equal or relatively equal high, and then down, I'm looking for a neckline. I'm looking for all of that stuff, you know. So this one actually worked out anyway. All right, that's you keep those things in your periphery, right? All right. So with this impulse down, what are we looking for? We're looking for that pullback. We're looking for the retracement, right? That's why I got these fibs out. All right. if we go to the 4 hour, we can see this a little bit more clearly, right? And we don't need this. Okay. All right. And we can see that we have formed a 4 hour order block right here. All right. As price found, this is the way it works. As price found a 4 hour order block here, we retested it. Did I just say we retested it? Yes, I did. I did say we retested it. All right. Until you guys get it. What is this? This is a 4 hour order block. Boom. Did price come back and retest that order block? Did it or did it not? Come on, man. Look at this 4 hour order block right here. Boom. Did price come back and retest it? Do I need to even give an answer? Huh? When are you going to get it? Work with me. That's all I'm saying. Work with me. All right. So we have this impulse down. We're looking for that retracement. I'm looking for a deep retracement now because it has to correct all of this very bullish impulse that went up. All right. There's a lot of missing price here. What do I mean by missing price? A fair market gap. What did I just do? What did I just draw? Nothing? Okay. All right. Fair market gap here. All right. Price has to come here and mitigate that. You got to mitigate these gaps. You know, this is an imbalance. There's nothing but buyers here. All right. When price goes across like that, that's when it's finding equilibrium, where price finds equal numbers of buyers and sellers. All right. Here, the imbalance has to be corrected, and price is doing just that. It already did the one up here. All right. As it comes down, and corrects that. It gives an incentive when you're looking for the footprints. This is like footprints of institutions and banks. You're looking for the footprints to follow, and so that you can kind of predict where price may go. Where is the liquidity? Where is it going? Where is it going to mitigate price? And there's an incentive for it to go lower here. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. That's the incentive. So it'll pull back here. All right. And we look for in this leg where would price most likely pull back and find that resistance. And I'll go back a little bit and you start to see where order blocks are being formed. All right. This is below the 50. So I'm like, I want to see an order block above the 50 line. All right. If price turns here at this order block on the 2 hour, all right, which it came back and retested. I don't need to keep repeating that, right? Where you could have had a very nice entry for a short. If price comes back up here and doesn't break through, it's going to react here. But if it breaks through, then I'll be happy because price will probably come up here and retest the order block up here. I think this is a 4 hour order block. Is that right? Yeah, 4 hour order block. All right. But if it comes to this one, no problem. I'll take the short from here and watch price drop, and I'll profit along with the banks. All right, because banks are more than likely trying to, if I can just get to it, trying to come down and correct this imbalance. All right, and find itself down here and hit the next bullish order block, which is probably right around here. Let me see if I can get a daily on it. Can I get beautiful, beautiful. All you're looking for when you look for opposing zones, opposing like that supply zone up here, you want to find the opposing demand zone because that's where price may reverse. And this is where you can get a very nice entry, okay? So that's the potential of it. Is there a potential we could break these lows, break this this order block right here? What if it breaks this one? Sure, but just realize this one was a retest of this one. Okay, and this is where you would have got a great buy. You understand what I'm trying to say to you, my people, my people, my people. Okay, so if it gets through this one, we'll look to buy here. All right, and that's how you use the footprints of institutions and banks. Anyway, that's the end of this analysis, this forecast for the week. I hope you got something out of it. And hey, leave me a comment of a market that maybe you want me to do some analysis on. All right, and maybe you have a question about the ones that I did show you some analysis on. All right, and make sure you look at the 2 videos that are showing on both sides of the screens, and get some more information and get some more review, get some more good information. All right, I will talk to you in the next video, and have a great week. Oh, understand that I will have some updates, and I will have some trades that I'm going to throw out. I'll make a video on it and then put it out post haste.